My hands get real grabby after when I try to put the phone down. I don't know what it is.
It happens.
So there are currently 3 individuals that are in martial custody over at CMC. They are very much the reason they're under martial custody, and I think there's a note, but it may be worth like reconfirming some way, in a way that's not too open. I'll be rather I'll tell you what their sensitivity level is, so you have some kind of idea of it. Just know that depending on who you speak to, it may be... Look, this is all Faceless related. How familiar are you with the Faceless?
Familiar enough to know I don't want anything to do with them.
Okay.
They seem to cause a lot of giant shootouts and problems and all sorts of mess.
It's it gets even worse. Intel suggests that they have interest in effectively annihilating the population. They tend to promise people things. They deliver. However, it's at the cost of a debt of not just your soul, but everything that you own. And if that debt is not paid, the ending is never good. When I say annihilation, I don't mean the simple kind. Do they have access to massive bombs? Yes. But they intend to effectively, at some stage, release a toxin that will make you lose sense of who you are, to the point that you become a shell of whatever you are today, such that you do their bidding. I'm going to kind of zoom out a bit here to kind of underline the gravity of the situation. Someone at some point in time made a decision to reopen San Andreas to the world. And that person, those people, they expected a return on their investment. Now, the rebuilding of after Sanguine, everything that happened afterwards, government began to collapse. Criminals effectively took the helm of, every government entity, sympathization amongst the police department. Things went amok, right? There was no money left in the banks. There was no individuals left to grow the crops, make the food, run the stalls. Some of the signs that we kind of see even today, where every gang member just has carved out a piece of the city and they claim it to be their own. But they didn't get there on their own accord. Be it some of the sources of some of their drugs, be it the very guns that they have, and in many cases, some of the money that they use to, push their interests, that all ties back up to this organization known as the Faceless. And their final directive, their final intention is to, for the rest of us, those that have not, flipped to the other side, effectively brainwash us. I could go into finer detail in regards to that, but there's a bit more of an immediate concern. These actors, the Faceless, they have direct agents, let's call them, and they're not people they tend to be people that when you see them, might be too late. one of those agents we managed to we had a very important person that we needed to get out of the city about a week ago. One of the DOAs. He had been in the ICU. We brought him down to the station, asked him some questions, and tried to fly him out. One of these agents, right at the departure doors, put 5 bullets into this man's head.
Jesus.
Shortly thereafter, actually, I believe it was the next day. It was on the 10th of October. We responded to, and you might hear some of this on the news, and please, anything that I tell you, keep it to yourself. It's just, you cannot trust anybody, even those that you might work with, genuinely. Because sometimes information isn't about whether or not that person's going to go and, tell the Faceless. It's about what they may say unknowingly without malicious, just simple chit chat. Wrong word gets spoken. Any notice that, hey, they may know something that they may not. These guys will make sure that said individuals are silenced. But this guy, the one that put a bunch of bullets into this individual's head, we happened to run into him again the following day. He goes by the name Arthur Kane. Extremely dangerous. Currently in ICU at CMC.
Arthur Rain.
Arthur Rain, yes.
He is the only one that we currently have flagged as in marshal custody. I can flag the other 2 if you're able to give me their names.
Absolutely. The other name is going to be, give me a second. Shit.
I believe last time we spoke there was a Juan Aguado or something like that, but he's been he was checked in with our local ICU doctor, so I don't have a report of his that I can flag.
Yes. There's a third individual victim of an incident back in September. I'd pull out my MDT, but they may be watching. There's so much here to say. They've got UAVs in the skies. They have individuals among us that pass information. Another layer of individuals that will photograph. Kind of why we've started to get UC vehicles, and even those that are working with us, I'll ask them to maybe gain access to like a shared vehicle or a rental, something without plates, right? But sorry, my mind's all over the place. It's been a juggle. The name, shit. The next name is going to be Amanda Miller. We don't know if she's in ICU as there are no records. Maybe a name to just kind of keep in the back.
I have a ICU report from April, and that's it for that name.
ICU report. Do you know she's been released?
Actually, let me check, because I did an ICU check the other day.
I would say don't do it now. We don't want to be seen with MDTs out. When I say
I could not pull the MDT out if I wanted to right now.
Oh,
I could check on my phone, but it would take a few minutes to surf through things.
Yes, please. So Amanda Miller, LaGuardia, whatever the hell is Aguardo, Rain, and the fourth name, I can't believe I'm forgetting it. Let me check my phone as well. Bro, I completely fucking blanked because I thought they were all on the list.
All right. Amanda Miller is still in the ICU from April. So I could go ahead and flag her as being in marshal custody as well.
They will kill her. Or even worse, if she gets into their custody, they will torture her and enslave her. And These are very intentional words, as there are some that are currently having to. If you have too much intelligence, they will force you to do work for them. Oh my God, she's in ICU.
All right. So I went ahead and made sure that the report does have flagged that she is in y'all's custody and to only release her to a marshal.
Perfect. Give me a sec with that other name. Notes, notes, notes. The VIP. Yeah. You have someone named Blackwood. He was brought in, I think, at the end of September.
September 26th, he's flagged as in marshal custody and only released to y'all now.
Fantastic. Tomorrow. So, there is a. I'm gonna just say her name. She's done herself no. She's kind of done herself the disservice, and I'm gonna entrust you with this. There is a doctor. Let's drive somewhere.
All right. I've got a vehicle right over here.
Perfect timing. Do you see the marker?
Yes.
What we'll do is we'll pick her up, and this will make better sense when she's there. So once we pick her up, I think we should drive to. I'm trying to think of a location with like an overhang. Is this your vehicle, by the way?
This is.
Let's. Okay, we should be fine.
It's not one that I'm typically seen driving around in. It was one I had to use when I was being hunted last.
Understood. Have they ever approached you?
No.
Okay, that's good.
At least not that I'm aware of. Maybe they were, someone that came up to me in the ER or something, but I don't think I've ever been approached by them.
Oh, she's right behind us. Wait. Maybe she wants us to follow?
Scary.
I do have a gun on me.
I only have a bat.
Let's go back to the original ping.
Okay.
That might be her body.
Oh no.
Radio check. Okay, I got another ping. Let me see.
Alright, so not down here then.
Oh, she is down there. Okay. Okay, she might have gotten dropped off. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. All right. I think she's gonna be up top, I'm assuming. Yeah, straight ahead.
Brian, you code 4?
Yeah, I thought I just got done getting witness to a murder. We should be Ocean King.
Did you witness a murder?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Here, I'll get out on foot. Here, follow me. I'll let you choose whether you want to identify yourself, but we're gonna need the driver in this.
Okay.
Let's go to I have an idea. Let's start heading to Polito.
Okay.
We're gonna be Ocean King. I'm meeting with 2 VIPs right now. In regards to situation for tomorrow.
Copy.
Chris, you on station?
Hey, sir.
Can you rub the crystal ball when you get a chance?
10-4.
We're gonna be up in Polito. We should be Ocean King. I'll probably need another welfare in about 15.
Yeah.
Yesterday I saw them.
Okay.
Not just one, but 2. One that we didn't even know that existed. And almost as like a form of a taunt, I was given a device, and on there was a video that I had to watch multiple members of law enforcement get exploded, only thereafter to see another one. They weren't even hiding. They came up right next to me, and in front of my eyes they dropped a bunch of pallets of money, God knows how much, $250,000, million, $2 million, and just set it ablaze, almost to suggest that they're in a way toying with us. And
Considering what I was promised, I'm shocked that they don't care about money.
I know a great spot. On the left here, you'll notice that there is like a break in the wall.
Dignity Village.
Yep. And then if we hold left, let's park inside there, and then we can hop on out. For certain conversations, I like to be out in the open in case someone is coming, but this should prevent any form of, like, you know, surveillance devices from in the sky, you know, taking too much notice. Do you have any front plates? Perfect. No front plates. Okay. So, all right. We've gotten approval from the board in regards to that operation. Miss Tylenol, I imagine you're familiar with who is across from me, right?
Yes. Me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. I need to fill you in. Give me about 15 minutes.
I'll go, brother. I'll
All
go
right.
clock on.
Easy. Talk to you in a bit.
Bye.
So there is currently Rain in custody. Actually, let me first ask, were you told who?
Not yet. I think the events of last week, people traveling, led to a bit of a stasis.
Mhm.
But I'm 99% certain it's the individual that you and me assume. All the numbers line up to him.
Who is that specifically? Is that the vineyard guy?
Uh,
Darkwood?
Yep, Delta 1 spoke about him. I see room 5. You
Okay.
talked to him about paperwork. Or Delta and paperwork. Yes, that guy.
To fully fill you in, the board agreed to actually go ahead, doctor. What I'll let you explain.
So, essentially, we've pretty much gotten the okay on anything that I would like to try. I've given a couple of suggestions, and it'll just be a matter of what we decide when the time comes. Because there's a lot of things that, the more I've thought about it, there's a lot of other factors that need to be put into play. Is if, can we swap his identity? Because like he said, he's just going to wake up and be like, oh, hi, I'm Joseph. And no one can stop him from
Yeah.
doing that unless he's prepared. The idea is to, induce him into a coma, lower his heart rate, declare him dead, and then move him.
For sake of further context, the Faceless are trying to get a doctor to put someone under the blade with the intention of killing them, making it look like an accident. Any one of those names that are currently in martial custody are in threat of such. Blackwood, is believed to be the immediate target. And as such, the board has signed off on making it appear as though he's dead, such that he can be extracted out by Darkstone. They have arranged a pickup tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern. And my recommendation is he's removed from ICU tomorrow at 5 p.m. or maybe shortly beforehand, such that we take his quote-unquote body, covertly move him, perhaps in a
Ball's clear.
like what is it called, like a hearse.
Mm-hmm.
But then that body is actually brought to the airfield, at which point he'll be extracted out and brought to a federal hospital. So now,
I mean, yes, that would work. We still have to, I guess, find out when it is or what's going to happen. I think if you think that, if you're saying that tomorrow you've got intel, then I'll probably hear about it today.
yes, it's possible. Well, we're trying to act before what, so it's unclear, right, whether he's even the target. And something I should advise y'all of is what we see is what they want us to see. This is kind of whatever, they're playing a game at a higher level than I think most people in San Andreas are used to. I'll speak on behalf of like the police department. They have been leading us down many directions, and sometimes we'll feel victorious, right? We get someone into custody, we find a box of guns. All of a sudden we say to ourselves, oh man, we did it, we saved the day. Victory, you know, champagne, whatever, you know, maybe a speech at a meeting. But what we have come to learn is that most of what allows us to, they're giving us the clues almost intentionally to make us feel like we're winning, when in reality there's a sleight of hand at play.
What if we tried to do that to them?
I think that's a very valid point. But the main reason I bring that up is Blackwood, we need to extract tomorrow at 5 p.m. But that may be a distraction such that one of the others may end up waking up. So we're sort of moving in advance and pulling it. When we pull this guy out, they're going to find out. And I think at that stage, you're probably going to be asked to do the deed. I could be wrong, but I guess what I'm saying here is we can't be certain what happens tomorrow, right? Does that kind of make sense?
Well, that's what I was saying. What if we tried to placate to the fact that they need this? What if we hint that maybe not tomorrow, but we hint that there are patients being brought down, that I've gotten charged that I have some patients being brought down that might be of interest, and I need to know if any of them need, like, you know, essentially I'm being trusted by them. What I'm trying to offer you, because it's the more I thought about it, it might be a good opportunity. They are, you know, they need a doctor now, and I have come to you guys, but that doesn't mean they know or need to know. And I'm willing to try to see how I can help you guys by, I thought about it over the weekend, and I've been trying to think of how I can, I'm going to say play both sides of the coin, but use their trust against them, I guess.
That makes sense.
Kind of stir a little bit, like, hey, I've gotten some reports that some of my, you know, patients that I think, let's say, you know, I'm talking to the person who spoke to me. Like, hey, I got reports that some of the patients that you might have been looking for are tussling and bustling about might be moved. I don't know when, but I could essentially make like a post haste of that.
I would say that it's probably important until we get more information to sort of see what they're asking before making any sort of recommendations to them, because I guarantee they'll read us like a book. In fact, I want to go as far as saying that for your own sake, Dr. Stacey, I would not even take out the patient tomorrow yourself unless something changes, unless you get called. You should act completely oblivious to what's happening tomorrow.
It's like that I can do.
So, because what will happen is we've got 4 individuals, right? To my count right now. By getting this one out, if they still ask you to do something, that will tell us something, right? First being they know each other, chat. Did they know that we pulled someone out? The second thing it would answer is, was that Blackwood even the target? You know?
Gotcha. So you narrow it down. You essentially eliminated the war, which now ups your probability of either finding out if it was him, or now you're, instead
Exactly.
of 25%, you've just upped your odds by a bit.
And if they were to say, find out that something occurred, right? We're not going to know until that next interaction. Is that if they do find out, then that means we have a greater internal threat, right? Who's letting that information out? How did they know, right? Because they have eyes and ears everywhere. Some digital, but some, like I said, they're willing to offer people anything. And
Yeah, they pretty much offered me the sun. It was pretty wild.
yeah. What I wanted to ask is, can we get Blackwood out of ICU tomorrow and prepared for a transport? And in the event he is induced with any sort of medical situation, that we're probably going to need sign off from the board again, right? Because this is an extraction. Cantor is whom you'd want to probably speak to, given, she signed off on the last one.
So essentially, we want to extract a patient that is in ICU care without taking care of him, is what you're trying to hint at or suggest.
Yeah, I don't know what his current condition is, right? Like I don't have access to his full medical records.
Okay.
But yes, we'd be taking him out of ICU in a fashion in which no one knows who's being moved. And that body is then, placed in a, hell, we could probably even use an ambo. I'm just spitballing, right? Whatever makes sense to covertly get him somewhere and then to the airstrip. Ambo probably wouldn't make sense. That would be too much of a
PD
footprint.
car. Like a marshal car, like one of those, just you guys always take such suspects in custody. What's to say you're not just taking another 95 that's woken up?
We don't know if he's awake, right?
Well, what I'm saying is tomorrow at 5 p.m., we can just play it out like your guys are just extracting a typical 95.
Oh, I am so foolish. I forget that ICU doesn't imply that they're in a coma.
Not always. And again, that's going to depend on his state when he wakes up. But if he's conscious, you can consent handcuffs and you take him out like a prisoner. And nobody should question that otherwise.
I think that's a great idea. So
Even if he wasn't able to walk, there's plenty of times y'all have had to wheel someone out that's in custody as well.
Yep, he could be being transferred to Bolingbrook ICU, and there's nobody to question that other than another doctor.
is there any way we can get him changed?
No. Unless you know a really good portable wardrobe, like specialist that can bring like a little closet in like the back of their trunk.
Okay.
All of our wardrobes at the hospital are RFID badged.
Understood. If that's the case, I'll arrange the transport. I may ask y'all for permission to perhaps have someone appear to be doctor-esque. Obviously, I want to be careful there, right? Because if there's another doctor, okay, I'm gonna ask something weird. Do you guys have blips as doctors?
Doctors
Yes.
do.
They
Only
can see each other.
doctors and the SAMA director can see the doctor blips, though.
Okay. Then I think the okay. I'd say for now I want to not be too restrictive as to what this plan is, because anything can happen tomorrow, right? Is he awake? Is he not awake? And that's going to change things. I would like us to get approval from the board to extract him tomorrow at 5 p.m. And
I'll
then
get on
I
that
think
right
from
away.
beautiful. And I think from there we can sort of plan based on what kind of cards were dealt tomorrow. Do you have any questions from either director, right?
None. I'm not going to be available tomorrow.
Golly.
Okay, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Just so you know, that spot that I was at earlier, I moved because I saw a military-like helicopter almost crash.
What? Hey,
Yeah.
how's Crystal Ball looking?
It's clear.
Hey, firm. What kind of military vehicle? Did it look like a big one?
So, I know I don't know how to describe it. I know what it kind of looks like. You know when the military tried to fund a bunch of money to make a stealth helicopter and it has like really flat side panels?
Oh, no.
You know what
Did
you're
it look
speaking
like a
of.
U2 bomber?
Mm,
Like almost like it's like almost a diamond shape, like a triangle and then a bigger triangle.
Yup, it's got 5 big propellers. I think it's 4 or 5 blades with like a big radar dome on top. It almost looks like a marine helicopter, if I had to say. Actually, I'll show you exactly what it looked like, but I'm gonna have to do it locally so that
Yeah.
it doesn't.
Oh, let's take the train tracks. After we go past the quarry, there should be a tunnel coming past the quarry and the train tracks. Oh, yes, right here. Perfect.
What's your state ID?
It's going to be 1180. Oh, sorry,
You want to go all the way to
1130.
the tunnel?
This should be good. Yeah, all the way to the tunnel. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
What is the... Is it a document?
I'll call you in a little bit, Zola. A little bit busy. I appreciate it. I shared it to you like a contract.
Oh, like a contract. Okay.
Hello? Yeah? Why has everyone been dreading me?
Oh! Did you send me a photo of me?
Yeah, but it's what's behind you.
Okay, thank
Look
God.
just like
they're
that.
they're friendly.
Okay, well, Tyler, I gotta go. Bye. Sorry. Super busy. Yeah, it looked just like that. Someone sent me that picture the other day. Of you.
Yeah, this was actually a conversation about this situation.
But that was so... When I first when I first dumped my car into the ocean because I might have taken a little hill a little faster than I wanted, I was walking along the beach and I heard a helicopter and I was like, oh, interesting. It almost crashed into the water, like into the land. And I turned around and it was that one. It's, the one in that picture.
Where is this tunnel at?
Hey,
You
I'm gonna call you back.
are you busy? I need you right
Right
now.
here on this.
I can't. What's the topic?
I can't explain it over the phone. It's okay. You call me when you're free.
Oh, is
Okay,
it closer
right.
towards the city and the mountains, maybe? Andrew?
This should.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking the next
Ryan,
tunnel I can
welfare
think
check.
of is the one that like goes up
Sorry,
under
send
Mirror
it.
Park.
Just welfare checking.
Yeah, essentially just
Yeah, it should be
I've
Ocean King.
noticed
Copy.
other
Can
places
you,
that
one of you, give Frost a call? Just make sure he's good. He does. Unfortunately, everything's an emergency for him sometimes, so I can't tell if it's like a me and him thing or whether, you know, the world's falling apart. Just in case.
Call him.
All right. So just to kind of ensure we're all sort of on the same page here, because I know we said quite a bit. Tomorrow we extract Blackwood. Dr. Stacey ideally sort of stays away from it, but monitors any other, let's say, submissions that may be occurring, right? Anyone else waking up, because that's going to change the dynamic completely, right? They know we're taking
Right.
out Blackwood while they're going and murking someone else. Second, that Blackwood, based on the condition that I will need to know tomorrow, like, is he up and breathing? Is he, like, out of commission? Either way, we'll find a way to get him out the hospital into a vehicle and then brought to the airfield, at which point he'll be extracted. Is this
okay, that sounds good. I'm in the middle of literally emailing the board exactly that. We're going to be extracting a patient tomorrow, 5 p.m. We won't know the condition of the patient until Dr. Payne brings them down. So we're just letting you know they'll be moved to a federal hospital where they can stay under close federal watch.
Yes. Beautiful. This is one of their guys, which is why I'm extra okay with it. It is such a gray area, unfortunately. You know, like, I wish we had like an underground hospital, you know what I mean? Like,
We actually do. The problem is if you take any patient, like, you can't have a licensed doctor go there because they put their license at risk.
yeah, I feel like and maybe this is something for you there, director. These guys are going to start murdering people, and I am working to get safe houses currently. It may be helpful for the doctors to have a backup plan. I don't know how the board would feel about it. And I understand some of their concerns. It's just,
So with all of this, we are currently having an election for the next SAMA director. Dr. Stacey here is going to be the next SAMA director.
That's what everybody was calling me about. Oh god, that's going to be weird.
that is huge. In fact, something I should let you know on that regard is that may be why they reached out to you to begin with, to almost test you, because they have been actively trying to get their people into office. I had to stop one of them already. He was involved in, well, you'll probably see soon, but let's just say
Is it the one that withdrew?
yes.
You had
Luckily,
mentioned it to me, and I saw that they withdrew, so I was wondering if it correlated.
I will say that I have some faith that my conversation with him got him to understand that whatever they promise you is not worth risking your entire group of friends for, right? They give you something, but they're going to demand everything from you. And there's a reason why New Babylon exists and why so many people have left. A lot of them in many ways are trying to... That place got bombed because 2 people left the Faceless. every day for about a week.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember that because that was when they asked me for help.
Mm.
New Babylon did. I think I had to help treat a patient, and then that was, if you remember, a patient got stolen from us. Or they brought him back, this what a nightmare. I remember those.
We should part ways. Longer we're seen together, the bigger the risk.
Right. Where am I taking everyone?
Drop me off at the power plant. And then Dr. Stacey, do you have a ride out?
I can get one.
Okay. Was that your vehicle, by the way? Were you dropped off by a red SUV?
No. That was, I had to cover that up. I'm an airhead, and I may have
Ping the wrong person? Oh.
So I told him that I was waiting for my girlfriend to go on a swimming date because we go there because there's a jet ski around here, and he's like, oh. And I was like, yeah.
I thought you were dead. I thought that was like your body was dumped and we're about to. Okay, well, thank God.
No, it was literally that, and then I played it off as, oh, I miss being my girlfriend. We were gonna go jet skiing. And I'm
my
sorry,
God.
And then I tried
right.
being you again, and I moved because I went to the other side of the rock.
Understood. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
129, 139. It all sounded the same.
we'll catch up tomorrow. And
Absolutely.
okay, I'll stay safe.
You too.
Yo, I really enjoy involving the others because this is citywide RP, right? It's not just for the PD. It's not just for the marshals. It's not just for this person or that person. Like, they should be a part of it, and they should be a part of it to the extent too that it's like they have to make their own decisions, right? What side do you lie on? And it's good because, in my opinion, that has to do with the hospital and involves them just as much. Give me just a sec here.